Hello there, people who have access to the internet and who are currently using it to watch this video. My name is PunFood, or just Pun if you prefer, and last time on Pokemon Shining Pearl, let me pull up my region map here. We successfully made it up the, Lost Tower and out, if I'm remembering correctly. I don't know, it's been like 2 weeks or so since I last recorded, holiday, vacation stuff. And now we're in Solaceon town, except not really because we're in the Grand Underground, because I figured now's the perfect time to get my next encounter. I just entered and exited this room until this guy showed up. Let's hope that it turns out good for us, because, I really need it to turn out good right now. Okay. And it's female. Great. Well, not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for a Gallade, but, you know, it's fine. It is completely and totally fine. We are just going to Flame Charge, and you know, that's right. That's right. That is completely correct. We are going to tackle. And now we are going to throw a Dusk Ball. And it's gonna fail just as we planned. We are going to tackle again. And, now, when we throw our Dusk Ball, it's gonna catch it. Yeah, okay. Now I don't know what to name you. Because I can't name you, like, Knight or Slash now, because... let's go with Tempo. We are going to check your summary. Increased special defense, low speed, finicky. I can't remember what that does, but I don't really care because, yeah, it's not bad. But you have no attacking moves. Right, okay. Well, the reason I wanted to do this was because I realized that no matter what I thought, Pinky would probably not be a good fit on the team. So, and that's both our Grand Underground encounters, with the exception of, well, we'll get more after every gym badge, but like, yeah, let's go back to the Pokemon Center and heal really quick. Meanwhile, I gotta figure out what all I need to do, like, just in order to be prepared for... I did not mean to press the capture button. Oops. Anyway, let's actually look at the team. In relation to the rest of the team, okay, compared against Fang, that's not too fair, but, well, once it evolves, it'll be better. Hopefully. But right now, this team, not gonna lie, kinda sucks in my opinion. Yeah, that's the thing. But this thing can pretty much immediately evolve into Gardevoir. Interesting. So, what all should we do? There's not a good item to give it. Well, actually, I'm gonna give it the Mind Plate. For no other reason than just because, hopefully it learns some Psychic moves here. And I don't think we need it at the front of the party, but yeah. We're gonna put it second, okay. This is not the best start, but, for an episode, for me personally. But, it'll work, I guess. I could plant berries, but there's no point, because, like, once I beat the game, I beat the game, and, like, yeah, held berries are usually a good idea, but at the same time, I don't really care. Alright, they still won't let me buy Great Balls. What is up with the older gen Pokemon games? Okay, well, I'm gonna buy 5 just to top me off at 20. Okay. Well, we do get another encounter, up here on this next route, 210. And, we are gonna, at the very least, take the berries, like, you know. But, I don't know. Not really sure, what Pokemon are on this route and if they're any good. But our encounter, it is, I don't know, because, we already have this one. Oh, wait. Nope. I have to go search the web, because what if this route doesn't have an encounter? Then I don't want to waste my whole episode hanging around. Okay. Hold on. Why is there a gnat flying around me? Can it stop? Doesn't it have other better things to do? Anyway. We're gonna kill this Kricketune just for the EXP. Because, alright. Route 210. There is only one Pokemon here that we have yet to encounter. At least I'm pretty sure. Hold on, let me check the boxes just to make sure. Yes! There is one Pokemon that we have not encountered in any capacity. I.e., this is... we have to stay here till we get it, just because I'm stubborn and I don't want to pass an encounter and forget about it. But, let's fight this guy. So, it sucks because the only Pokemon that can be found here that we can catch is kind of stupid. So, there are honey trees I could use, but it doesn't make much sense to do so, anyway. Well... Alright. I mean, while I'm at it, I guess I might as well look at the next route, too. Okay, why is Sinnoh so weirdly, like, laid out? But also Flame Wheel. I got nothing better to use it for, so... Okay. The next route actually has Pokemon that we can encounter, which is good. But, yeah. Seems like just generally the encounters kind of suck. Anyway, I'm gonna just finish up the battle really quick now. Though it does suck that our only and best grass move is, kinda sucks. Anyway. We do at least get Giga Drain in a couple levels. I just needed to check to make sure that, like, you know, I wasn't gonna miss out on it just cause, like, whatever reason. But yeah, that sucks. Now I should probably just switch out again because I don't want to die to this thing. Anyway. That sucks. Okay. Yeah, okay. Right, it's part normal type. Okay. My answer? Hit it hard. I'm trying to play a game, provide commentary, and do research all at the same time. Maybe I should have done the research before I actually started the recording. You know? Like, that might have made more sense. But, yeah, why not just, you know, do research while I'm recording? I'm just frustrated of how, you know, little options there are in this game. And just generally, like, it sucks. But yeah, just generally, our team is probably gonna suck. I wouldn't even be surprised if, like... I don't know, what wouldn't I be surprised by? I guess everything. I wouldn't even be surprised if everything. Time to fight these two. And I wish that the stupid gnat would go away. Or fly or whatever. It's probably a gnat because it's small. Like, it's literally, to me, just looks like a speck floating around my room. occasionally crossing in front of my eyes. Anyway. Let's flame No, 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 no! Oh my god. Okay. Right. We can't do anything as you. Okay, well, let's go into this, to Fang. But man, like, I've been away for a while. Now I have to come back and deal with, like, before I thought, wow, this team is starting to feel pretty good. But now that I'm back from my break, I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh my god, this team kind of sucks. You know? Anyway. Just cross poison. So, yeah. I mean, at the very least, hopefully, we get to do some cool things, with this team. Like, at the very least, it's not completely terrible like in Gen 4 where everything was basically terrible, you know. But, yeah, it does kind of suck. So, I don't know. And why does recording always make me yawn? Like, I talk just as much, you know, throughout the day, but why is it when I'm recording that I find the need to yawn? Anyway, yeah. Guess I better figure out what all I'm gonna do about this team. Like, what also sucks is that a lot of them, or a couple of them, require evolution items that I can't get until, like, way later. No, I don't wanna enter the stupid, Of course! Of course you do. Okay. I guess the rest of this episode is probably gonna be taking out the trainers on this route and searching for that one Pokemon on this route that I can actually catch. And if I don't find it, then I'm just gonna abandon the encounter because who cares? But, yeah, I guess if I'm just gonna be battling people trying to find Pokemon, I should probably find something to talk about. I mean, I'm a commentator over gameplay. You can't even see my face or reactions or anything. You only get audio. I mean, for all you know, I might not even be a real person playing the game. Like, I could be watching the game in post, you know, and then just, like, looking back at it and say, like, okay, that happened, time to act this way. I'm not. I'm like an actual... Well, now I brought it up, and now you don't believe. Okay. Anyway. Like, a Clefairy or a Clefable would be great, honestly. You know, Tempo has some obvious weaknesses to the Ghost type and the, Poison and Steel type. Okay, double battle. I really need Tempo to... Actually, why didn't I look up Tempo's moveset while I was at it? Like, what good does it do me to just, you know, look up the, stupid, whatever you want to call it. Alright. Use Flame Wheel on the Stunky. Switch tempo out. For Fang. Yeah, okay. Right. Well, apparently at level 30, Tempo gets Psychic. However, it also evolves level 20. So we could just Evolution Cancel, get Psychic, and move on. Yeah, especially since we won't get it until 38. But at that point, we'll have already evolved into Gardevoir. If we don't cancel, at least, you know. And then we wouldn't get it until level 42. At which point, we basically wouldn't have any attacking moves until then. Because... oh, we would get Dazzling Gleam when we evolve into Gardevoir. Okay, that's good. But yeah... this kind of sucks for me. I'm supposed to be fighting, aren't I? Anyway, aside from that, you're gonna pluck the Glamia. Yeah, this kind of sucks, though. I probably would have preferred a Gallade, to be honest, but it does seem to have a special attacking. Be stronger. So, but yeah, I'm definitely gonna Evolution Cancel and at least get Psychic level 30 before evolving it. Because I would not be able to stand waiting until level 42 for a good Psychic move on my Psychic-type Pokemon. Ah, is this Roost? Alright. If there is one good thing about, the limited TMs, is that at least they make a good quantity of them, at least good enough to give some coverage, available in the department store. But that's literally it. Like, at first I thought it was kind of cool, you know, like, oh, more strategy about when to use your TMs. But now I just realized, no, I just find it annoying, especially after going back and playing Pokemon X and Pokemon Omega Ruby, like where TMs are unlimited. You know, in that case, I could just teach it to my Pokemon instantly. But here, I mean, not only do I have to consider I might want this later, but I also am waiting till the gyms because I don't want that Pokemon to die before the gym battle. It's just, it feels stupid, you know? And I'm not really confident in my ability to use TMs correctly, like in the way where everything doesn't die and fall to pieces and I lose everything. But yeah, the rest of this episode is probably gonna be me searching for this encounter because I want to make sure I have it, because I don't want it appearing on another route when it's the only viable thing on this route, and the other route might have something cool. Alright. So... yeah. But... guess while I'm trying to find this encounter, we are gonna kill all the Kricketons just cause, like, they're easy targets and, need the XP. But, I definitely think that the BDSP, menus and just look nice and they're snappy. But I also think that, the game itself is very limited and stupid for no reason. You know? Like, I will wholeheartedly embrace that XY is my favorite game in the series for no other reason than nostalgia. I mean, that, and I think they have just generally the overall best performance. Like, they don't shine, but at the very least there aren't any glaring flaws. The one thing that people complain about is the level balancing, which, I mean, have you seen older Pokemon games? Like, the level balancing in those is terrible. You would usually end up a good 10 or 11 or 15 levels below the Elite Four by the time you reach them. Which is stupid. At least in X and Y, you know, being 7 or so levels above, you know, is actually a decent, you know... Especially considering, you know, you fought every trainer and every, you know, battle you could. You know? Like... I don't know. I personally think that X and Y are just, like, the only complaint is maybe, yeah, they could have gotten a bit more on the story. Because going back and playing it, I realized, yeah, the story is kinda a little bit silly. But, Team Galactic sucks way more. Like, I don't know. I think the story in X and Y at least has some stuff. Like, sure, it leaves a lot of unanswered questions that, you know, Diamond and Pearl sort of elaborate on or don't have that much. But I think that my rebuttal against, you know, that leaves a lot of questions is, well, that means that people get to speculate on what happened instead of having a very boring Dialga and Palkia created Time and Space, Giratina was sort of in the middle, and Arceus created all three of them. You know, that's the basic, but like in X and Y, they just use these one of two ultra-powerful Pokemon for a battery and leave Zygarde in a cave with like no explanation, and people are like, what's he all about? And they do a lot of stuff for Mega Evolution and stuff, and I overall thought the story was pretty good. Yeah, it could have been a bit more climatic, but like... what were they gonna do? Like, it just feels like, you know, they tried too hard for the story in Black and White and Black and White 2, and people complained about that, you know. I think it was just that people were tired of seeing their precious Pokemon change. But, you know, so they probably dialed it back, you know, and just said, okay, we'll step away from story. You know, and I don't think it was a bad story at all. I think it had a pretty good balance, and people complain about the rivals, and I'm just like, your rivals are great. The one thing I would change is maybe make Tierno, you know, always switching up his moves and fight you more often, you know. Like, just have one rival battle somewhere in between with, your other, you know, rivals, aside from that one time you fight a double battle against Tierno and Trevor, and that one Tierno battle and one Shauna battle. You know? Like, add more battles where you're fighting Shauna, Tierno, and Trevor. Like, at least just one or two more. You know, each, obviously. And it wouldn't be too bad. Like, you could even make them themed. Like, Shauna does cute Pokemon, and, you know, goes a lot of the time for, you know, cute strategies or something, whereas, you know, Tierno, like, maybe switches up the moves on all his Pokemon and goes for good coverage and more complex move strategies, and Trevor could maybe switch out his Pokemon entirely every time, except for maybe like his Ace Flabébé or something, you know. Like, and then you just have Serena/Calum, who's your basic, you know, rival. And you could even expand their personalities. Like, it's not that hard to do. Just include a couple more fights and a bit of dialogue. But I guess maybe that's the complaint. Maybe the complaint from people is that it's not that hard to do. But I don't mind. I really don't mind with the way things are right now in the game. Because I see it as just like people are trying to change the game in a way that's not best suited for what the game's trying to be. Because the game is trying to be a fun adventure with your friends on bequest of Professor Sycamore. You know, only when Team Flare's plans get actually, like, but every time, you know, you interfere with Team Flare, it's because they're directly in your way, you know, or because, you know, like, you're doing research for the professor and they're in your way, you know? Like, it's usually only because they're actively blocking your progression by keeping Mamoswine away from the snow, you know, place, and, by shutting off the power, you know? Like, only when their plans get super serious do you go intervene yourself, because at that point it's the end of the world, basically. You know, and I like that, you know, and they basically say, yeah, let's just go back and... But I like that after you beat the game, the professor actually acknowledges you took down an evil team, and they never do something like that ever again. Like, sure, they say in Sword and Shield, you know, oh, everyone knows you saved the day, but it isn't shown. But, like, in X and Y, it's actually shown. You know, oh yeah, you saved the day. Like... And it just, overall, feels like a better cohesive, you know, theme than, you know, people give it credit for, I guess. You know, they're not your rivals. They're not there to fight you. You know, they only fight you at that last time because, you know, they just sort of feel like it, I guess, you know. They sort of say, yeah, we've grown, we're gonna come meet you at your level, you know. And I like that. You know, I like that they're not trying to fight you all the time, but they're focusing on their own things, you know. Like, but, you know, and yet people say that, you know, Bianca and Sharon, you know, they're good because they have their own dreams, you know. I'm like, yeah, but they only focused on the what to do if you want to be a Pokemon trainer, you know, and just are different temperaments and personality. Whereas these guys focus on what to do if you don't necessarily want to be a Pokemon trainer, you know. Like, there's still a place for you in this world. Ah, here's the encounter. Okay. Yeah, this is our encounter for the route, and I don't like it because it's just stupid. Anyway, to avoid taking massive damage, we are going to switch out to our grass type, and then we're gonna start throwing Pokeballs. Block. Okay. That's fine, we're just gonna throw Pokeballs. But yeah, I've been walking around here for a good 10 or 15 minutes just talking to you about how X and Y theme, blah blah blah, old Pokemon bad. I mean, I don't think old Pokemon's bad. I just think they're distinctly different, and a lot of more people need to see that X and Y are good games. You know? Better than people give them credit for. You know? People make the biggest complaint about how, oh, X and Y is bad level, you know, EXP, too much EXP. But no one acknowledges the fact that, you know, X and Y has great themings and messages. However, we're gonna absorb and hope not to kill. Oh, I should have done that. Oh! Oh! Okay. Why didn't that miss? Anyway. Now, hopefully we can catch this thing. I don't really want this thing, but I don't want it popping up later causing trouble. Yeah. I wonder if instead of, like, actually talking about the game I'm playing, you know, I should just dedicate this to, like, I'm gonna, you know, basically talk about how X and Y is good and other Pokemon games are... No. Stop. What are you doing? Good job. Anyway. Yeah, what are we gonna name this thing? Teresa. We're not using this thing. Like, ever. But actually, I do need to heal. So, yeah. Gonna do that. And then I used all our time trying to find one Pokemon. And it's stupid, and I don't like it. But I guess what's worse is that this probably isn't the last time I'm gonna have to do something like that. But what I do have to do is I have to actually finish up the rest of this route in here, in the cabin, because I didn't get to do that this time. So that's gonna be next time! But for now, my name has been, and will be tomorrow, and the day after that, 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 and always will be Pun Food. You know, because I've been on break for 2 weeks, I almost forgot that I did these little, after I said my outro, like ending bit talk, discussion type thingamabobber, whatever you want to call this thing. The after credit scene.